ক্লাস 12 আমি তোমাদের গতকালকেই দাদাদের বলেছিলাম যে আজ দি আইজ হ্যাবিট এটি শুরু করব। গত 3টি ক্লাসে আমরা পোয়েট্রিটা টেক্সট পড়েছি এবং একটা ক্লাসে অ্যাসাইনমেন্ট আমি তোমাদের দিয়েছিলাম, নিশ্চয়ই তোমরা সেগুলো প্রিপেয়ার করে ফেলেছো। Hope you are all well. Today we shall start The Ice Habit by Ruskin Bond. Ruskin Bond is an Indian writer of British descent because his father was an Indian Air Force officer and both his parents were of Britain, so he is a purely Indian. He was born and brought up in Himachal Pradesh, Dehradun, Mussoorie, that is in Shimla also, and he studied in Mussoorie. He is a living legend. Most of the writings expresses his experience and influence he has gathered from his childhood in the hill stations. His first novel, The Room on the Roof, became very popular, like other novels. He has written over 300 short stories, and particularly he was famous for his writings for the children, and he wrote 30 books for the children, and he was awarded the N.D. Mehra Memorial Award in the year 2003 for his contribution to the children literature. He received Asstt.Teacher Academy Award in the year 1992 for Our Trees Still Grow in Dehra, and in the year 1999 he was awarded Padma Shri Puruskar. His stories are very simple and sublime, that presents the simple man and woman, and his language was very lucid, very simple language. The Ice Habit is a popular story by Ruskin Bond. It was originally published in Contemporary Indian English Stories. Later, it has been included in many other collections. The story is also known as The Eyes Are Not Here and The Girl on the Train. Ruskin Bond has used first person in the to narrate the story. The narrator himself was blind, and the whole story was depicted by him in a very lucid language, and the delicate feelings of human beings and our sense and sensibilities are showed very clearly in the story. The title, The Ice Habit, it is very simple. Eyes. What do you do with our eyes? if we ask you the question, you will give the answer very clearly that we see with our eyes. Then the eyes habit. What is the special feature of an eye? The special feature of an eye that we could see, but the power of observation is not same with each other. From each other, it is different. The power of visualization, the power of observation is different. এখন আমি আমাদের গল্পটার মধ্যে যাই, তারপরে পরে আবার নিশ্চিতভাবে আমরা কোনো বিশ্লেষণী দিক, অ্যানালিটিক্যাল দিক থাকলে আলোচনা করব। I had the train compartment to myself up to Rohana. The narrator boarded a train and up to Rohana he was alone in the compartment. Then a girl got in. A co-passenger, a girl, boarded the train in the station Rohana. The couple who saw her off were probably her parents, a man and woman. They were a couple, and it was thought by the narrator in a vague way. It was not clear, so probably he used the word probably her parents. They might be her parents, and they were very anxious about the comfort of the girl. So they seemed very anxious about her comfort. The woman gave the girl detailed instructions as to where to keep her things, when not to lean out of the windows, and how to avoid speaking to strangers. It is very often it happens, and it is very clear to the parents, particularly for the mother, whenever a whenever daughter will go abroad or will travel alone in a train compartment or bus, then it is not so comfortable to the parents. They are not so much consoled that the girl child would go and reach the destination safely until they will get the news of her safe arrival. That is why the mother, particularly the woman, instructed her where to keep her luggage, and she should not lean out of the window because it would be risky, it would be dangerous for the train passengers, and how to avoid to speaking with the unknown persons, with the strangers, because it would not be safe for a girl child, for a daughter. From the narrow social perspective. And again, they called their goodbyes, and the train pulled out of the station. They bade goodbye because the train whistled. The train will depart from the Rohana station. As I was totally blind at the time, my eyes sensitive only to light and darkness. I have already mentioned that the narrator was blind and his eyes were sensitive only to light and darkness. That is why he could not see how the girl looked like. So he guessed. It was a guessing game. I was able to tell what the girl, I was unable, sorry, লাইনটা আছে, I was unable to tell what the girl looked like, but I knew she wore slippers from the way they slapped against her heels. Actually, we have 5 sensory organs, and whenever one organ will become disabled or inactive, then the other 4 organs will supplement it. Other 4 organs will be more active to support the activities of the 5th organ. That is why, as the narrator could not see with his eyes, then his other sensory organs, like the ear, like the sense of smell, nose, it will supplement. সেই জন্যে তিনি বলছেন যে I knew from the sound of her slippers, from the noise of from the making that creates a sound with the slipper and the heel. Whenever 2 hard substance come close contact, then it makes a sound. That is the clicking sound or cracking sound. চট 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 বা টক 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 বা ঠক 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 একটা শব্দ হবে, এরকম ধরনের কিছু। It would take me some time to discover something about her looks, and perhaps I never would. The narrator মনে মনে ভাবছেন যে it would take more time to discover how the girl looks like. And I liked the I never would, হয়তো perhaps I never would কখনো হয়তো পারবই না, সম্ভব হবে না, but I liked the sound of her voice and even the sound of her slippers. From the sound of her slipper and her voice, the narrator was very much inclined, as he could not recognize, as he could not make any or create any appearance or image in front of his visuality. চোখে যেহেতু তিনি একটা দর্পণ তৈরি করতে পারছেন না, তাই দর্পণটা তৈরি করছেন, প্রতিকৃতিটা তৈরি করছেন মনের ওই শব্দ থেকে, কানে শুনে শব্দ থেকে, এবং চেষ্টা করছেন, he tried his level best to make an acquaintance with the girl, and he ventured to ask a question, are you going all the way to Dehra? তুমি কি দেরাদুন যাবে?